Hi, how are you? Today we're going to continue on talking about the Emor. Last time we saw a lot of mnemonics and a lot of stuff which were, very interesting to read the Torah and then to compare the Torah book and then to connect the Torah in our life. It was very fantastic. This week I want to touch about the Torah portion, same with the Emor, which is we call the instruction to the Kohanims or the laws of Kohanims. Kohanims are basically they're the priests. The first two Kohanims were the sons of Aaron, and there is a 7 weeks period that we saw last time. The 7 weeks period starts after the Pesach. Remember that we talked about sometime about the Good Friday and the fruits, the first fruits offering. That's why the 3 days were calculated that Jesus was inside the tomb. So after that, after this Emor happens right after the Pesach, and in between the Shavuot. Shavuot, I already told, is the day of Pentecost because the 50th day, and that's the day that they calculate. And this Emor, the instructions, and there are some certain procedures happening in between the these two big events. One is Shavuot, and one is the just after the Pesach. It exactly covers 7 weeks or 49 days. In these 7 weeks and 49 days, the first thing what happened is the first day after the Pesach, they offer barley offering. The barley offering on the first day after the Pesach. Why barley offering they have to offer, and what is the connection with the barley offering? There are so many interesting things in this one to read and learn. The Torah talks about barley represents the animal according to Jewish culture, and also if you see in the creation, animals were created before the human beings. So barley, and also remember that we have two types of soul, like animal soul, and also we have the godly soul. So we fighting between each other. So to overcome, according to the situations and time goes. So we are supposed to be exhibiting the God soul and God spirit. That's the bottom line principle. But most of the times, or sometimes, we do exhibit or exercise our animal soul inside our physical body. So they offer the barley on the first day after the Pesach or after the Passover. Remember, Torah rituals, the Torah procedures or ritual procedures are always has a meaning to it. I always told this one. Anytime, every time when we read Torah portions, it does have a beautiful spiritual meaning attached to this one. It is not a ritual procedures just like any other denomination does. So they offer this barley as a first fruit offering, and then they start counting the days and they counting the barley throughout the 49 days, throughout the 7 weeks. Why they count? They count the blessings or what they do. God promised them after they brought them from the Egypt to do this after the Pesach and after the 7 days of this counting of the blessings, and he will definitely offer the Torah. And he did offer the Torah. And once he offered the Torah, he saw that the counting of these blessings were really, it is worth to do this one. So he made it as a commandment, or in one of the 613 commandments, is one of the mitzvah of the 613 to celebrate this Emor on 49 days, which is 7 weeks. They count these 7 weeks and the barley to be counted every single day it almost like a 4 quarts of barley they present as a first offering, and then they count the barley until the 49th day. 50th day comes in the Shavuot, that's called the day of Pentecost. So now, when you have this habit of counting the barley, counting the first fruit, what happens basically is you are dealing with your emotions. We all are compromised with 7 type of emotions. All these 7 type of emotions are being, exercised during this period of time. Basically, they are refining us all in this 79 or in the 49 days or 7 weeks. During the 49 days, 7 types of emotions what we have inside will be refined and retuned. Take this one. On the 50th day, there is another offering will be offered, that is 2 loaves of wheat bread will be offered on the 50th day, which represents the human soul. See, they offered the barley as a first offering on the beginning of the first day, and then it follows us through all the way down to go through the 50th day offering as the human soul, as the 2 loaves of wheat bread. So what it basically informs us or teaches us today is that you will be offering this one and exercising, counting every single day the blessings that God has given to us, and refine and retune our all the emotions on 7 weeks, and leave the animalism inside us and bring back to the humanity on the 50th day and offer the loaf of bread, or the 2 loaf of bread representing the real human being. Isn't it a wonderful thing to think of? There is something to think about that one. We don't do this nowadays because we think that as if we just dip in one time in the water and come out with a kind of a white cloth covered up, and now we become holy. Nobody can become holy within a one dip or one day, because we all are corrupted throughout so many years. Our mindsets are corrupted so many years. So it takes another sort of those many years to get rid of those things. It takes that much of time to do that one. So you cannot just go and symbolically, you just dip in the water and come out, and then from now on, you are declared as the holiest person. Folks, the ritual procedures, we may make fun of them, or we may make criticize them sometimes, but they does carry a valuable information so that we can practice in a better way. Your emotions, or your the way that we learn the practices or habits to be totally eradicated from us, to become a perfect person. Sanctification is a process. It's not like a one-time event, just you got sanctified just like that. No, it is a process. And this procedure, they do it every single year, as long as they're having a temporary temple, temporary tabernacle in the desert land. They didn't build an original one there, because they built a temple in Jerusalem. But when they stayed in the 40 years in the desert, they were doing this, a temporary tabernacle, a temporary temple. Every year they do these offerings. Folks, remember this, offerings, every year they're doing it, and they are every year refining it. So likewise, our sins also will be refined every year as the days goes by, as the year pass by. We offer the barley and then count those barleys throughout the 49 days, and exercising or the how to get rid of all those emotional factors in us, and making refine and retune on the 50th day, and offer a complete person on the 50th day, offering by 2 loaves of bread. So, Emor, I said about the instructions for the Kohanims. Kohanims are called The first two Kohanims were the Aaron's children, and later on there were a lot of Kohanims were there. A lot of prophets were Kohanims, played the role of Kohanims. And today, as we read this one, we must remember that our way of life, Torah is the way of life. Torah gives you the life to walk you through. If we would have followed this Torah, if someone would have taught all the Torah informations right from the beginning, I think that the world wouldn't be corrupt like this. Never ever before like this. No, it wouldn't be corrupted like this. Definitely, there would have been a better solution than this one. So remember that learning through Hebrew is always the best way to learn through. Today we talked about the Torah, Emor, part 2. I'll come back with another Torah next time. And if I get any information more to dig on, there are a lot of information even in this Emor Torah portion itself, but it is too complicated, and you guys will be I don't know how much you will be interested in, and but my job is to do this one, to inform you about this Torah. Learn it, have it, exercise it, and enjoy it, and keep your life so close to God by learning these things. Until next time, I give you Shabbat Shalom. Have a wonderful week. May God be with you. Bye.